Hi everyone, it is Dr. Arun Kumar K from the Department of Agriculture Entomology. Now I am going to discuss about the economic classification of the insects. So in case of insect, usually there will be two things. So either what you call some of the insects are going to interfere with the human beings, and some of the insect which one never interfere with the human beings. Means they are neutral. They are both not beneficial and maybe harmful for us. So now in case of economic classification of the insects, we are going to discuss about the insect which are going to possess economic importance. So that is called as economic entomology. And another insects which are harmless means there is no economic importance at all. So among the economic entomology, there are two things. So some are harmful insects, some are beneficial insects. So how they are harmful for us? So either they are going to indirectly damage or directly damage our crops, or it may be human beings' properties or anything. Beneficial means so directly we are going to use them, or their products we are going to use. So let's discuss one by one. So first of all, in case of harmful insect, so there are many of the insects are going to act as a pest of many crops. If it is going to attack on agriculture crops, it is called as agricultural entomology. If it is going to attack on the forest trees, it is called as forest entomology. So again, in the same way, damage can be done by the directly or indirectly. Directly, it is going to damage by feeding and overposition, laying the eggs. But sometimes indirectly, it is damaging the crops by using the plant parts for the sake of construction of their nest. And again, so they are going to construct the nest on the plants. Take the example of red ants. So it is very difficult for us to go for harvesting of the fruit like mango or maybe guava if there is a red ants. And some of the insect like ants, they are involved in the transportation of other pests like aphids and mealybugs from one crops to another crops. Next, so disseminating organisms of plant diseases and aiding in cross fertilization of certain pests. So some of the insects are going to transmit or going to act as a vector for many diseases. And with respect to the beneficial insects, so first one, let us discuss about the productive insects, where we are going to use the products from their secretions. Example, silk from silkworms, bee wax from the honeybees, shellac from the lac insect, and illumination, of course, it is by the gainfly. Next, so we are going to use their body as a useful or contain substances such as dye from the cochineal insect, canthridine secreted by the or from the bristle beetle, and fish bait or stonefly nymphs can be used as a fish bait to collect the fishes. Next, you can go for you can collect the honey. It is nothing but a collection, elaboration, store plant product. So here nectar is going to be collected by the honeybees and it is going to be converted as a honey. Okay, in through the crop are products from the plant galls, so which are caused by the insect like tannic acids or inks or dyes from the usually cochineal insects. And insect as a food for fishes, birds, ox, certain animals and the human beings can be observed. So next, some of the insects are going to attack on the stored product. That's why that that study is called as storage entomology. So if they are going to attack by feeding, there is no much problem. But what is the problem here? So by instead of by feeding, so they are going to contaminate with their excretions and seeking protections are building nests or tunnels and necessitating frequent sorting and packing and preserving of material. Again, if there is an attack by the stored grain pest, automatically there will be decrease in the marketing value. And many of the insects are going to are inimical to the man. They are annoying to the man by causing some. They are going to sting us. They are going to bite us. They are going to act as a vector for many number of diseases like cholera, dengue, malaria, and so that study is called as medical entomology. And not only in case of human beings, they are going to attack on the animals. So that study of entomology is called as veterinary entomology. So which are going to cause annoyance, applying venoms, disseminating the diseases, feeding, etc. Okay, so in case of helpful insects, so many of the insects are going to aid in pollination. They are going to act as a predators or parasites, means which are going to feed on the pest of crops. They are going to destroy the weeds, means they are going to feed on the weed. They are going to feed on the weed, are called as a weed killers. If they are going to, many of the insects are going to improve the soil fertility. So it comes under again agricultural entomology. Some are going to act as a scavengers. So insect their products useful in medicines also. That is called as medical entomology again. Like it may be bee venom, okay, or it may be some of the maggots. So certain species are ideal materials in scientific investigation. Take the example of Drosophila melanogaster, which is called as center of genetics. So that can be used for genetic study. And many of the insects are so beautiful, like it may be jewel beetle or maybe a butterfly and all that can be used. So you can go for entertainment values and all. Now with the pictures, let's discuss what are the things I studied now. Okay, so example, a pest of the crops, so that is called as agricultural entomology. If they are going to attack on the forest, it is called as forest entomology. So you can see the picture here. Elcorp armiger is damaging the cotton boll, or maybe even in case of cabbage, sorry, maize cob. Okay, so damage caused by feeding directly by the insect, or sometimes so damage caused by the workers. Take the example of cowbugs. Insert their eggs into the plant tissue on the stem and this cause the injury. So so it is going to make a slice in the stems so that there will be damage to the stem portion. Next, disseminate the plant diseases. So insects are responsible for spreading a many number of plant diseases caused by bacteria, fungi, virus. Especially the virus are completely dependent on the insect for the sake of transmission. So you can see one example here: paddy leafhopper or green leafhopper, Nephrotics variations are in Nephrotics micropictus, transmit the viral diseases like rice tumor, transitory yellow or yellow dot diseases. And another example you can see brown plant hopper, Niloparvata lugans. It's an important pest of the paddy that is going to act as a vector for a grassy stunt virus, ragged stunt virus. Okay. Next, banana bunch cheat of virus is going to be transmitted by banana aphid, that is Pentalonia nervosa. Here bunchy top appearance you can see. So become more clustering will be there. Next, using a plant parts for the sake of construction, you can see in case of the red ants. So it is going to use it for the sake of construction. Next, again, it may be difficult for us to go for harvesting of the fruits like guava, mango, and that. And even leaf cutter bee. This is going to cut the rose leaf, heart maybe red gram leaves in a circular manner. It's going to cut it from the plant and it is going to bring to the nest area. And so construct the nest to rear the offsprings in a different compartments. Next, transporting the other plant species or pest species to the other host. So you can see the picture here. So here ants are going to carry the aphids or millibugs from one place to another places. Okay, so that here there will be mutualism can be observed. So aphids are going to get the free transportation. In the same way, ants are going to get the honeydew, which is very sweeter and taste. Next, pest of stored products. So here it is called as storage entomology. The eggs may be laid in the field itself, and the damage may occur in the storage. So some of the pulses are usually attacked with the Bridget beetles, you can see. So that is the reason. So some of the insects are going to act as both pest of fields and then storage pest. So the infestation may continue from the metal stored earlier carried over the fresh metal stored later in the golden archive storage. So you can see the another example, that is rice fuel. So that's why you should maintain its proper sanitation. So rice moth Scarcer cephalinic is another example which is going to attack on many of the cereal crops like rice, maize, sorghum and all. So inimical to the man, it is called as medical entomology and animals veterinary entomology. So many of the insects are going to cause diseases or transmit diseases in case of human beings or animals. So since they are going to act as a vector for them. So direct also they are going to sting us, they are going to bite us, they are going to suck the blood of us. Next, productive insect if you see. So we are going to use the products of the insect, like it may be silk from the silkworms. Next, it may be honey from the honeybees. And many of the insects are to act as a beneficial by acting as a pollinators. So because many of the crops are completely dependent on insect for the sake of pollination itself, like it may be fig, mango, sunflower, many things. So insect as a predators are parasites. So predators is nothing but take the example of praying mantis, maybe ladybird beetle. Directly it is going to devour the insect, but parasite is nothing but. So in the adult stage, you can see in the picture over here. In the adult stage, it is going to lay the eggs on the any one stage of an insect. It may be egg, larva, or maybe pupa. When the grub emerges from the egg, it is going to feed on the internal content of the larva. It may be egg. So they go for pupation inside itself, but before emerging as an adult, it is going to kill the larva and comes out of it. Next, weed killers. So now the best example you can see the Mexican beetle. It is called as Zygogramma biculata. So it is going to feed on the weeds. So not only Zygogramma biculata, there are many number of the insects, especially in the aphid kingdom. They are going to feed the wheat and reduce the competition of weeds to the main crop. So insect as scavengers. So if there is any dead body, if there is any organic matter, anything that is going to be fed by the insect itself. So that is the reason it is going to clean the environment. It plays an important role over here. Next, cleaning up the refuse, recycling the nutrients that is stored. Many of the scavengers are going to clean the things for it. May be cow dung, or it may be any other excreta of any other organisms. It is going to be cleaned by the insect itself. And those unwanted metals is going to be converted as a recycled or fertile things. So that can be utilized again by the plants. Next, especially in case of the diabetic patients or maybe sugar patients, it is very difficult to cure the wound. So at that condition, it is better to go for the MDT. MDT is nothing but a maggot debridement therapy. So it is a medicine use of the live maggots or fly larvae for cleaning the non-healing goods and stimulating healing. So you can see in the picture here, you can see in the first picture here. So how the wound it is, but after few days of releasing of these maggots, live maggots, so you can see the complete clearance because here it is going to secrete as a chemical. So it secretes the enzyme which are going to kill or inhibit the growth of the bacteria. That is the reason. So not only in case of maggots, even many of the in the honeybee venom and other those things and all you can use it for the sake of medicine purpose. Next, so for the sake of education, for the sake of demonstration, even model scientific deduction like heredity, gene activity, cell division, evolution, sociology, behavior resistance, behavior resistant pathways, many things can be studied with the help of the insect itself, since they are having a shorter life cycle. Even for the aesthetic values also, many of the insects are so beautiful, like it may be butterflies and maybe jewel beetles and all. So in some of the countries they are using the jewel beetles as a necklace. Okay, so now insects are playing an important role in the food chain and maybe food web in the environment. Okay, so insects, many of the birds, animals are completely dependent on the insects for the sake of food purpose. So in some of the countries, even in India, okay, so humans are going to feed on the insects. Okay, so it may be grasshoppers or it may be any worms or anything. Okay, so this is about the brief uh, explanation about the classification of economic entomology. Thank you.